Hey guys, All in Crypto here and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be discussing Chainlink. We're going to be taking a look at it. It's been just under 2 weeks now since we've covered Chainlink, and I figured now was about the right time to revisit it as we are potentially seeing Chainlink break out to the upside. I think April and May are going to be a real good month for cryptos. We have some amazing news to cover that is not only bullish for Chainlink, but the entire space, but does directly apply to Chainlink. And that is, of course, Visa's settle USDT transaction on Ethereum. So Visa, how big of a company Visa is, how much of a monopoly they have on the kind of payment space. I'm sure there's a lot of you out there that are sat right now with a Visa in your wallet. This is huge news, and okay, yes, the news is about Ethereum, but essentially this is bullish for the entire crypto space and is a real sign of mainstream adoption. So I think it's all relative, very bullish for Chainlink. So really what I want to focus on this video, of course, is the price, where we are today, why I believe we've broken out and are going to see upside. I think we have seen similar structure that we are seeing here, previously back here. This is going to lead to an upside breakout, and like I say, I've been predicting for a long time now that we hit around about $360, $375 per Chainlink. We've been saying that since it was around about $2 or $3, and we still think that that is absolutely on the table for this bull cycle. So where shall we start? Well, I guess what I'm going to do is quickly explain again what Chainlink is for some of the people out there who perhaps are new to the project. Or new to the crypto space in general. Chainlink is essentially an Oracle blockchain. An Oracle blockchain essentially is, when you think about an Oracle, you think of somebody who's you would go to for knowledge. Chainlink essentially is that, but a blockchain version of it. So an inherent problem that a lot of blockchains out there have is they can get on-chain data, but they cannot get off-chain data. So they can't get data that is off the blockchain. Chainlink essentially solves this problem and allows input of real-world data to these protocols, to these blockchains, and as a result of this, you've really seen DeFi become a thing. A large part of the DeFi space uses Chainlink, and without Chainlink and the capabilities that Chainlink has, you wouldn't see a lot of these DeFi projects, or you at least wouldn't see them for a number of years. It has really allowed the crypto space, and certainly the ecosystem on Ethereum, to blossom. Now, that is why I've mentioned the Visa news. Certainly with them transacting a USDC, which of course is an Ethereum-based token. Chainlink is also an Ethereum-based token. This news is bullish for the entire space, but has a particular impact on Ethereum. What's good for Ethereum in many respects is significantly good for Chainlink, because we have a lot of the majority of the DeFi space is also built on Ethereum. And what's good for that project is essentially what's good for Ethereum essentially is good for the entire space, and certainly the Ethereum ecosystem. So why do I think April and May are going to be particularly good months for crypto? Well, what I want to do, guys, let me just take off some of the moving averages here so that we can really quieten this chart down. I want to take a look at 2017 and how April and May turned out back then. This, of course, is the Bitcoin chart. We are going to cover the Chainlink chart in a little bit, but I want to kind of cement why I think the next couple of months are going to be great for the whole crypto space, and more importantly, for the purpose of this video, Chainlink. So one way when we're trying to predict the future, the first place that we really start is the past. This is because we have data to kind of show us how we've reacted or how a certain coin has reacted at a certain time period. And one thing that I think a lot of people forget is markets have psychology to them. They have emotions. So there are certain times of the year where markets will have higher volumes, on an average year on year, and certain times where they will have less volume. And this is really to do with human beings and them being emotional and the kind of psychology of markets. Now, what I want to do, guys, is when I talk about Bitcoin and I talk about us following the 4-year cycle theory, we will briefly touch on that, but I'm not going to go into it in great detail. It's so funny how we are still following it to this day. Essentially, I believe that 2021 is a 2017-esque bull run, and coins are going to appreciate as a result of it. Chainlink is particularly interesting because, of course, it wasn't here in 2017. This is its first kind of bull cycle. We know from prior data that the first kind of bull cycles of cryptos is usually quite spectacular in percentages. So typically the first cycle for a coin is its biggest in terms of its percentages and its return on investment. So Chainlink, I think this year is going to absolutely outperform. We're really going to see where it fits in terms of money, in terms of market cap, and then see where it kind of goes from there. But I think this is going to be an awesome year for Chainlink. Anyway, I've kind of waffled on a little bit there. Back to what we were talking about, why we think April and May are going to be good months. Well, if we look at how Bitcoin, and guys, the whole market follows Bitcoin. We notice that when we have a red day in the market, it's usually because Bitcoin is selling off. Vice versa, when we have a green day, it's usually because Bitcoin is having a good time. March 2017, we sold off in a similar manner to how we sold off this year. And then what followed that was April and May, where we really saw a big move to a big sort of up leg that brought a lot of money into the crypto space. And essentially, if you look at the market cap, more than doubled the entire market cap of crypto. We think that could be coming for this April and May. We don't see any reason. We're following the Bitcoin 4-year cycle very, very closely so far. We don't see a reason why it isn't going to follow soon. So given all the good news that we've got, and remember, guys, you've got Goldman Sachs coming out, you've got, BlackRock, you've got Grayscale, you've got a number of big institutions now, JP Morgan, all coming out and essentially moving crypto from a kind of rogue asset to more of a traditional finance asset, kind of accepting it. This is going to bring trillions of dollars, in my opinion, to the crypto space. We haven't yet seen that, so all projects are going to sort of, react very well. We still have this to come. I think the entire crypto market tops out around about $8 to $11 trillion by the end of this cycle. And a coin like Chainlink that has such a fundamental role in the crypto space and in the ecosystem, and is really one of the only reasons why a lot of the kind of space even exists or is able to kind of function, is going to perform and capture a significant chunk of that market cap. It's 10th in terms of market cap today. I think it's definitely within a top 10, if not a top 5 crypto, and it's certainly one of my largest holdings. So Chainlink, let's look at Chainlink, and let me tell you what I think is essentially happening. We essentially said that we were going to capitulate in this period and we're waiting for a kind of breakout. We potentially have seen that breakout now, and we've seen this similar structure play out before. If we look what happened prior to our sort of big move to the up leg, around about $12 to $13, before taking us all the way up to $35, we saw the similar kind of structure play out here. Once we had broken that, we just sort of impulsed upwards and essentially more than doubled in price. I think a similar thing is going to play out today in Chainlink. I think we're seeing the same structure play out. And in my opinion, guys, there's no way you can be sort of bearish on Chainlink. It's a super, super good project with super good fundamentals and is exceptionally useful. And with the kind of combining, Chainlink, combining the whole space and where it's going, the fact that, this technology is as disruptive as the internet and is going to benefit in terms of price as a result of that, you cannot be, there are other oracles out there, but Chainlink really has the monopoly. You guys know I'm in Band Protocol. I own Band, which is another oracle platform, but really nothing compares to Chainlink when we talk about oracles. And I think this is going to continue to be the case, certainly throughout the rest of this year. I may be wrong, but time will kind of tell. So that is really all I have for you in this video, guys. I thought I would just kind of, go over the topic. It's been about just under 2 weeks since we last covered it. I like to cover Chainlink every week. I like to kind of keep you updated. It's a coin I'm exceptionally interested in, and that's because my holdings of it, it's in my top 5 cryptos. It didn't start off like that, but because of how much it's appreciated over the last sort of year or so, it's ended up there. And it's a coin that I'm heavily, heavily vested in and have a huge interest in, and think, plays a key role in the whole crypto space. So, for me, it's an absolute winner. The crypto space is just getting more and more bullish as a whole. And like I say, a coin like Chainlink is really going to appreciate as a result of that. And when you remember that, the kind of fundamental use case that Chainlink have, they have a fantastic team behind them. You can't help but be bullish on this project. And, any kind of short-term pullbacks for me are just a buying opportunity. And I'm going to treat them as so, at least until the year's kind of done. So that is all I have for you in this video, guys. I'm going to love and leave you. If you would appreciate this content, a like is always appreciated. A comment is, I love to hear your comments. I do these videos for you, and your feedback is absolutely appreciated, whether it is good or bad. It's appreciated all the same. And yeah, guys, get subscribed to this channel because we're one of the fastest growing YouTube channel. We bring out frequent Chainlink videos. I know the last one was 2.5 weeks ago, but we will keep you updated as we move forward in this bull run. So, like I say, if you've enjoyed this content, a like is appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next YouTube video. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoy your Easter, and I'll see you all on the next video, hopefully. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.